Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I don't think a trade deadline like last year, of course, was the best I've ever witnessed. I'm stunned, to say the very, very least. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tyler Gates, aka Tag Live 205, and welcome back to another episode of the Tag Live 205 Talk Show. I'm intrigued. I'm shocked, but I'm intrigued to see what is about to happen. These last 72 hours leading up to the trade deadline are going to be great. I'm going to read to you what happened last night. It's always something with the Clippers and pulling off these overnight shenanigans. Per ESPN's insider Shams Charania, the Los Angeles Clippers and 11-time All-Star James Harden are working towards whether the sides can find a deal by Thursday's NBA trade deadline, sources tell ESPN. Both sides are aligned in conversations together and with interested teams. Really? That wasn't even the first news that came. That was the following news that came out about it. The news that really came out about it was the Cavaliers potentially discussing a potential swap of Darius Garland for James Harden. And it was advanced discussions, reportedly. I don't know how serious of interest James Harden has with playing with Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how serious Darius Garland would be about leaving Cleveland. A lot of fans say that he is the one who has been holding the Cavaliers back from their success. I would have to disagree. You can't help injuries. When he's on the court, he's very, very consistent. So I would not say that. What I would say is that they need an upgrade, but not at Darius' expense, not at Garland's expense. They don't need to upgrade in his position. If they want to upgrade anywhere, it needs to be the wing position. They just traded DeAndre Hunter. I love Jalen Tyson, but there are plenty of wings out there that can help you win a championship this year. Yes, he's a rookie. Yes, he's a standout rookie. He's no Cooper Flag, though. And I love him. Love his intensity, but still, he's not that two-way guy that they need. They thought it was going to be DeAndre Hunter. You saw what happened to him. They shipped him out of town real quick. You have to look at this stuff. I don't think Darius Garland is the reason why the Cavaliers have not been succeeding. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers have gotten in their own way, as has always been the story. I'm going to read this to you. James Harden's name has been surfacing in the deadline more significantly every also, no matter the jersey, he has delivered in those playoff moments, but he does have some where he also has choked. I will say that. I'm going to break down his playoff history. He had 3 appearances with OKC when we first drafted him in 2009 as the 3rd overall pick in that great draft. 8 appearances with Houston where he is a legend, made his career. You have 1 appearance with the Brooklyn Nets. You have 2 appearances with the Philadelphia 76ers and also 2 appearances with the Los Angeles Clippers. This year won't make 3. So in total, that's 3 appearances. Plus 8, that's 11. Plus 1, that's 12. 2 and 2, put them together. He's made the playoffs in every single season. Every single season. His career playoff margin is 87-79. Resurfacing that James Harden led teams don't just reach the playoffs, they compete, but we all know how that ends normally. But yet the defining context of James Harden is all about the alignment, the fit. I'm going to continue to go back to that. If James Harden does not fit long term on your team, or if he doesn't see a fit, I wouldn't go after him. Yes, he thought the Clippers were going to do more. That's why he wanted to get traded to the Clippers. I'm pretty sure that's why he wanted to get traded to every other team. James Harden has never signed anywhere. I don't even think he's really been a free agent. He's been traded every single time he's left a team. That has to be a record. That has to be a record. From a superstar player, that has to be a record. From Cleveland's angle, though, I'm going to get into Cleveland here. From their angle, pairing Harden with a Donovan Mitchell would be astounding. It would be astounding, but at what cost, right? You're throwing Darius Garland's name, kind of throwing him under the bus if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers. Throwing his name out there kind of signals urgency from the Cavaliers front office, like, yeah, we got to win now with Donovan Mitchell, or different teams are going to start calling. Donovan Mitchell may request out like he did at Utah, sort of, kind of. Kind of like the Giannis and Dwight Howard angle, where I don't want to be the bad guy. I want to stay the good guy, but I want to leave. How does that work? Requesting a trade is not being a bad guy, especially if you're one of the greats and they're not building around you. So, once again, this isn't just a rumor. This is floating around the internet. You can go look at it yourself. This is about legacy, timing, and whether Harden's playoff reliability is enough to justify an all-in move. I'm going to say that again. This isn't just a trade rumor. This is about legacy, timing, and whether James Harden's playoff reliability is enough to justify another all-in move for him. Minnesota, Cleveland, Golden State, and Houston. Those are my 4 fits for James Harden. Doesn't need to go anywhere else. Not back to Philadelphia. Doesn't need to stay in Cali. Needs to leave Cali. Well, I would prefer him to leave California, but hey, if you want to stay in California, go to the Golden State Warriors. Don't go to the Lakers. It's a fantasy. I don't think it's going to happen. But this has shocked me. Getting up in the morning, not expecting to see this news, I was hoping to expect to see something about a trade being finalized, a trade being agreed upon, and then we get James Harden. And then it comes out that he wasn't really interested. So then I'm going down a list of things. Also, he did not play in the past few games. That didn't give us any intel, really. Did not circle our minds at all that he was going to request a trade out. Honestly, it didn't. It didn't circle my mind. I'm pretty sure it didn't circle yours. But then the news last night of the Cavaliers and the Clippers engaging in advanced talks for a potential swap, I think that's what got everybody riled up. And I'm going to talk about this too just for a little bit, and I'm going to wrap it up. James Harden has never been the good guy coming out of these situations. You realize that? It always makes him look like he's the monster. Starting off at OKC, he wanted $4 million. Only $4 million. He just wanted a couple more $1 million. But then you traded him. In Houston, you built all types of teams around him. Had Dwight, had Trevor Ariza, PJ Tucker, Pat Bev, Russell Westbrook, John Wall, Chris Paul, Ryan Anderson, and you couldn't do that. DeMontis Montiunas. If you know, you know. You couldn't even do that right. And young Clint Capella, shipped them all out. Left James Harden with basically nothing. Then, COVID year, you wanted to try to go small ball and have that work out for you. PJ Tucker was getting PJ played around with, essentially, in the paint. Dwight, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis, JaVale, all backing him down in the paint. I don't get it. Steven Adams, too. We're going to throw him name in there. Remember that first round? I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen. If anything, I think he does not get traded. But this could be something that lingers into the offseason. But knowing James Harden and knowing his ways of demanding out before the trade deadline, I think he does get traded before the deadline. Let me know down below what you guys think. Good morning. I will have more things coming out today, but let me know your full thoughts in the comment section below. Also, I will be doing a video tomorrow or Thursday after the trade deadline to kind of give my thoughts. So leave me anything down below on my Instagram, my YouTube, my Twitter, and my LinkedIn. If you want to follow me on those platforms, go ahead. Also, subscribe to my articles on shorthand.com. The link is always in the description. And on my Instagram, link is in my bio. As always, thank you guys for supporting. Stay live, and I'm out. Peace.